Good morning guys, and welcome to a mini series. Today we're heading up north to a little place called Sandy Cape. It's a beautiful spot right on the coast up near Jurien Bay, but it can get pretty crowded. So I'm hoping that being a weekday and being pretty early in the morning, we might be able to snag a good bay. It's also my first trip bringing the kayak along, which should be fun. Get to chuck that in the water so long as it's still up there when we arrive. I've actually done some weather research for this trip too, because I want to get a bit of filming done. Looks like there's some bad weather rolling in over Saturday afternoon and Sunday, but today and tomorrow morning looks nice and clear, so hopefully we'll get some nice weather for the trip. Although it might have been a little bit optimistic with the shorts, but we'll see how we go. Let's get on the road. Good news, we've gotten through all that overcast, cloudy weather. Now there's nothing but blue skies on the horizon. Beautiful. So I've just stopped for a minute to chuck my tyres down. We're about 2 kilometres away from where I'm planning on camping tonight. It's a beautiful spot right on the water, but it is on the beach. So my tyres are still full at the moment. I haven't needed to drop them so far, but just to be safe, I'm going to drop them down to 15 PSI. I know a lot of people run 10 to 12 on the beach, but for me, 15 PSI kind of gives me a bit of wiggle room where I can still feel if the track's getting boggy, and if I start running into trouble, I can then drop down to 12 or 10 and, you know, back out and find another route. Whereas if I was already at 10 and then I get bogged, I haven't really got anywhere to go from there. But that's just my my personal opinion anyway. And I tell you what, there could be worse places to let your tires down. Check out the color of that water, and what a beautiful day. Like, as soon as we got past Cervantes thereabouts, just the sky just turned blue as, and yeah, it should be an awesome trip. If you're wondering what deflator I'm using, this is a King's model from Supercenter. I used to have an ARB one of the exact same design, like it looked a bit different but it still worked the same way. But it lasted about 4 or 5 years before it broke on me. It kind of came apart in this section here in a way that it would never go back together. So when it came time to replace it with something, it was pretty hard to pass up the cheap price of these Adventure Kings deflators. And so far, for the past 18 or 19 months, it's been performing great. Pretty much the exact same as the old ARB one used to. It doesn't feel maybe as smooth to operate, but it still lets the tires down just fine, and what more could you want, really? You know, they say life's all about the journey. And I tell you what, when I'm here, I can tell exactly what they mean. Check out that view. What a spot to air the tires down, hey? I'm sure camp's gonna be incredible too, but I could just spend all day just driving around to get to camp if I would drive past views like that all the time. Just unreal. Anyway, better get back on the road. Welcome guys to my little home for the weekend. What do you guys think? Like what I've done with the place? There's literally nobody else around here, which is just incredible. This is a really nice little secluded bay too. It's kind of flanked on both sides by rocks on this side and sort of like an island, but there's a sand spit that goes out to it on the other side. Yeah, got the whole place to ourselves, which is just unreal. So I might get camp set up a little bit more and then probably go for a little wander around and check out the new area we're in. How beautiful is this location? Standing up the top of this hill here, you just get like perfect panorama views of this whole area. Just the color of that water is unreal. Just such a beautiful spot. In sad news, however, I have decided that it's a little bit too windy to stay camped down there. I was hoping that in the afternoon the wind would die off a little bit, but it's just getting worse. I've had to put the awning down because it was getting blown around like crazy and didn't want to get it ripped off the car. But anyway, better moving sooner rather than later. Still got plenty of daylight left and hopefully we can find ourselves another spot just as beautiful, but hopefully less windy and more livable. Anyway, see how we go. Let's get back on the road.